Hi everybody, welcome to Fall Afresh. This is our Fall Afresh cooking show, and I'm Darrien.
I'm Hallie.
And today we are going to be making gluten-free cornbread. And we're also going to show you how to make this in a dairy-free way as well, because I know we got some people that have been watching that are gluten and dairy-free, and recently my sister has had a little bit more of an intolerance to gluten and dairy. So we want to kind of make a little bit more of a health and allergy conscious recipe here. But also we have an allergy to coconut in our family and almonds. So if you are doing a dairy-free recipe, then you'll have to either use almond or coconut milk. We're just going to use regular milk today for the sake of the video. So anyway, let's get that started. We have 2 cups of milk in here. We also added a teaspoon of just normal baking soda. We need this for the recipe. Now the next weird ingredient that we're going to add is lemon juice, because this recipe called for buttermilk. Now, we didn't have buttermilk, but I looked online for a substitute and it says to add lemon juice. So it's a little bit strange, but we're going to do it anyway. So, Hallie, I'm going to have you do the honors, and we need a tablespoon and a teaspoon. So 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Just don't over pour it.
Like the cinnamon?
Yeah.
It's perfect.
It's perfect. So if you want to add, if you want to make this dairy-free, then you can just, instead of doing regular milk, you can add the
rice milk, maybe.
Yeah, that's true. If you do have an almond or coconut allergy, you can add 2 cups of that as well. Alright, so now we have our milk, so I'm just going to set that aside over here. We're going to need that in just a minute. So Hallie's going to go get the butter, and then we'll start adding the ingredients. Now right now, in our Fall Afresh challenge, we are in the book of 1 Corinthians. Today I was reading in 1 Corinthians chapters 1 through 4, and there was a lot of stuff in there that I found. A lot of stuff. I literally have like 10 pages of notes, which is crazy. So this has been really productive this week so far of what I learned, and I hope that you're learning a lot too. But really, it had a lot, especially just in the first chapter, a lot of stuff about our identity and about being set apart from the world. I think it's really awesome. What I found was stuff about depression, stuff about quarreling in friend groups, and for being a good godly leader. So I hope that you get a lot out of this week's study in 1 Corinthians and 1 Timothy. They kind of both go together, and well, 1 Corinthians also goes with Acts, so I'm loving seeing how everything's kind of flowing. So let's get the butter. Alright, now we have our butter, thanks to our lovely Hallie for getting that for us. So first what we want to do is we want 1 cup, which is 2 sticks of butter. So we're just going to add that in now. Now, if you are dairy-free, if you want to go for a dairy-free recipe here, then you can add 1 cup of shortening in place of butter, but make sure it is dairy-free shortening. Alright, so now we've added the butter. We'll just set that aside now. And we're going to need to add some sugar and 4 eggs. We're going to need 1 1/3 cups of sugar, which I've already got in our handy-dandy ball jar here. So we'll just undo that. So we got 1 1/3 cup of sugar here, and we have 4 eggs. So I want you to add the sugar first. There we go. Awesome. Okay, and then please add the 4 eggs. Awesome. I'm loving these ball jars. They're perfect for this, being outside and everything. We got another nice day, so we're back outside. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cream them together. So if you want to mix that together, mix it up. So Hallie, tell me what we got coming this week. Do we have any special insight of what we got?
Secrets.
Oh, secrets. Her with the secrets. Well, we definitely want to make a shout out to the people who are watching this with allergies, because we have a lot of allergies in our house too. So we have to stay away from tree nuts and coconuts and let's see what else. A lot of stuff, really. But now we're kind of struggling with some dairy and gluten, so. Alright, we got that all mixed up. mix it all up. So it should be kind of gritty right now because we are dealing with sugar. But now we're going to be adding our milk mixture, which has the lemon juice, and it's starting to look like kind of
Separated.
like, yeah, separated, kind of old, but it's not old. I swear, we just did this. So I'll just have you add the milk, and we're just gonna mix it all together. It's kind of chunky, isn't it? It's kind of gross, but this is not spoiled milk, I promise. Here, let's get that little bit on the bottom. So. Let's see if I can get this in. Yeah, there is some. What would you call that? That was the baking soda on the bottom. We want to make sure we get all of that. It looks really gross right now, guys. So this is the most unique recipe I've ever made, and that's kind of like what we're talking about this week as our focus. Our differences that make us unique and special in God's eyes. All right, it's gonna look really soupy.
It looks like soup.
It looks like soup, guys. Really soupy and watery. Got some chunks in there. So unfortunately we can't help that. But what we do want is we're gonna start adding our dry ingredients. Now for our dry ingredients today, our main dry ingredients, we have cornmeal. This is 2 cups of gluten-free cornmeal. We use the yellow kind of cornmeal. So that's what's in this, 2 cups of gluten-free cornmeal. And then in here, Hallie, what do we got in here?
Gluten-free flour.
Yeah, 2 cups of gluten-free flour. We use Bob's Red Mill flour.
Wait,
Bob.
Bob Ross?
Bob Ross? No. Alright, so we're gonna add our ingredients there. We also got a teaspoon of salt as well. So we're just gonna add those half at a time. So we're just gonna add half of the mix. So half of the cornmeal. Yeah, that, maybe a little bit more. Alright, mix that together. So we're not using a blender or a mixer this time. We just want to kind of mix this by hand. Now we're going to add our flour salt mixture. This is going to help thicken it up a whole lot.
It doesn't make as much of a mess either. The blender gets like it everywhere.
Yeah, but it's a lot faster to do it with a blender anyway.
Well, you know you made it with love, though.
Made it with, look at that, made it with love. That's so sweet. Alright, now I'm gonna just add them both at the same time. Alright, we're back and it's all mixed up. Now just let it sit out for about 5 minutes and it will be all thickened up. It'll be perfect. So next what we want to do is we want you to preheat your oven to 375. We're going to be cooking this for 30 to 35 minutes, right? Alright, so now we're going to get our pan. This is a 13 by 9 pan, just a regular baking pan. The problems with pans today, I don't even know. So we're just going to, you can use whatever spray that you want. We're just using our non-stick cooking spray. I'll let you do that. And for our, yeah, mix it up real nice. We're going to be using our gluten-free flour again. So it's our Bob's Red Mill flour.
Yeehaw, Bob.
Bob
Only
Rock.
people will go to get that joke. Certain people will get that joke.
We're just going to add our flour. And I'll just let Hallie do the honors. So the gluten-free flour really wasn't that expensive. It was only $3.99 for the flour altogether. It was probably about four and a half cups of flour available in there. So we still have this much left after using as much as we need to. Thank you. We're making a mess. Trying to get the sides as much as possible. Thank God we're outside. Just a beautiful day out today, so I'm so glad we can be out here 2 weeks in a row. Whoa! Oh, Hallie, how would you do that? nothing. All right, now we're gonna add our gluten-free mix right into there. I'll let Hallie do the honors.
Grab the spoon, please.
The spoon, please. Boop. All right, we'll just kind of both do this. You pour, and I'll plop. All right. Beautiful. I can't wait to taste these.
Me too.
So yeah, make sure you're using a 13x9 pan, because if you use an 8x8 pan, you just have to start over. Thank God we didn't do that.
Or did we?
Maybe it's your gluten and dairy free. We're just gonna pour that in. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, well our pan is all set, ready to go in the oven. Like I said, 375 for 30 to 35 minutes.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I lost the door handle.
And voila, here we are with our lovely gluten-free cornbread. Oh my gosh, it looks
Smells
really good.
too.
It took about 30 minutes to make, and we put our toothpick test in, and everything was great. No, didn't need any more time. So we're just gonna cut into it now. I'm gonna let Hallie, and I want you to cut this way. Just saying. Good enough for both of us, not just you.
Nope.
Just okay.
Here's yours.
And it came out perfectly, no mess. Oh, ooh, it smells good too.
So done earlier.
I know, well, you can't smell it unless it's cut,
Oh.
usually. Oh, okay. Alright, now the moment of truth, guys. Let's taste and see if our creation stood up to what we think it's going to be. Okay, ready? It actually is really good. You can even tell it's gluten-free. Really, it does taste really good. Just like regular cornbread you get from the store. Not too gritty. Just like, wow, just like regular cornbread. Just take a look at that. Texture is perfect. Wow. Well, it looks like that's all for our video. Wow, another successful one. Woo! Alright, well next week we'll be back with another cooking show on Wednesday. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We really appreciate it. And keep up with the Fall Fresh challenges. We're here to challenge you in this challenge. So keep it up and let us know what you're reading and if it's inspiring you. So yeah, we'll see you guys at the next video. And thank you for watching our Fall Fresh cooking show.